Yeah, 19th of March, up here at the farm again. As you can see, looks like I got 2x6s on my trailer. Went back to the big box store, and after I made my last video about maybe using the man-made deck boarding, went up there and looked at some, and they had some dunnage laying around, so I spaced some dunnage at 2 foot and 16-inch center. Stood on the deck board, and I'm only about 200 pounds now, and the stuff is pretty flimsy. It was flexing on me. I said, well, I don't like that. Looked at the 5/4 or 1 1/4 wood deck boards, and they had some 10-footers. I said, well, did the same test with those, and they didn't budge, and they had a bunch of them. Okay, well, next weekend, that'd be today, I'll go back and get some more, or get some of those. Went there today, and all they had was rejects. All the good stuff been picked through and gone. Don't know when they're going to get more. So, started looking at the 2x6s. And they ain't gorgeous. They're number 2s. Knots is where you get your rot on a deck. But hell, there ain't no choice nowadays. You can't get nothing. So, what do? This is, you'll find it in a lawn and garden liquid copper fungicide. It's copper sulfate. That's what it looks like. It turns blue. That's actually what they treat lumber with nowadays. Used to, they used arsenic 50 years ago, but they can't do that no more. Anyway, every place you got a heavy knot, soak the living crap out of it. Any place you cut the wood, slather that stuff on there. Then, my plan is to go back and paint all surfaces on those deck boards with that real good dock paint I use on my deck at the house. Just so happens I have actually about 1.5 gallons, but I brought the full gallon up here. High solids, specifically designed for docks, which stay wet all the time pretty much. There's an old video, if you care to look at it, where I repaired and recoated my deck. Anyway, duck back, Sherwin-Williams Super Deck and dock coating. Water soluble. You can get any color you want. They'll tint it to anything you need. This is kind of a light brown, if I remember correctly. Same as my deck at the house. It's a light brown. I don't know what it costs now. I bought this several years ago, and I'm sure now it's stupid expensive. It probably won't even take 2 quarts. Maybe a little more, because I'm doing all the surfaces on the boards before I mount them to the frame. But yeah, that's the new plan. And be more videos coming today. I'm trying to clean the barn up so I can work a little bit. I still got a truckload of stuff to get out of the back of the truck. Found a little air-over hydraulic pump to use with my hydraulic ram kit. Kind of fix some of these rub rails and such. But yeah, I wish I could have used the man-made deck boards, but even on a 16-inch span, they flex. And I think if I do 100% coverage on these deck boards, the 2x6s, all surfaces, including the underside, I think they'll be okay. This dock coating is pretty damn good stuff. Real good adhesion. So what I'm doing now is all these boards, of course, if they're treated lumber at the big box store, 9 times out of 10 the boards are pretty damn wet, and then they shrink. Okay, so I got them set up on the trailer deck. I'll turn these other 3 on edge, and over the next week it should dry pretty good. It gets real hot in here, and it's supposed to be up in the high 70s next week. and should be dry enough to paint. It ain't gonna be perfectly dry, and I ain't gonna wait 6 months either, because the hogs is thick. And I got something about that I'll show you later on today on another video. I still got a lot of stuff I gotta do up here in the barn. Anyway, that's all for this one. Thank you.